what are the 4 ways that we can block out any sense of connection, intimacy, yumminess, and it's just a way to try and protect our butts. So we're not only trying to protect our butts, we're trying to protect these 4 key areas of us. And there's simple ways that we do it, and that they're very, very profoundly impactful to our life. The first one is physically. So if you see an animal get injured in the wild, it's going to most likely retreat. It's going to retreat so it can recover, so it's not presumably prey to another animal because it's injured. So we as humans, we have that same instinct. Physically, we're going to want to close off, we're going to retreat, we might even want to isolate, and that is one way that we protect ourselves. The other way is mentally. One way we could do this, because we have this higher level functioning, incredible brain system as human beings, is we can craft all sorts of different stories or scenarios or attach to certain facts that help support our being protected. In other words, help create this reason, this facade, this story, this humongous fortress that keeps us separate enough that we're not going to get hurt. So we can create stories about the other people, we can blame people, use all sorts of evidence to make them wrong, or that we should stay away from them, should stay closed off to them. And ultimately that's to keep ourselves safe, so that we stay at a certain distance, so we stay a certain closedness and don't get hurt again. Along those lines is the 3rd category, which is emotionally. The last thing we want to do is have more on our plate, our pain plate, our disappointment plate, our trauma plate. So we're going to close off any which way we can emotionally. Close our heart, like we're going to numb out. We're going to deny that we even have any feelings. We're going to try and stuff it away. That's one direction. Another direction is to go and be extremely volatile, to purge our emotions, like on a racetrack or in the gym, or erupting at somebody, or road rage. So there's a couple of extremes on the emotional piece, but all of those keep us separate from people and actually keep us distanced from what our true emotions are and being vulnerable with other people. The 4th category is spiritually. How this works is that when we start shutting down as an effort to isolate and protect ourselves, because we haven't had the support, the tools, the resources, the time to digest and metabolize what's happened to us, we will start to, like a flower will close its petals, we will start to kind of close in, and that actually closes down our access to what is beyond us, what is beyond our mind, our heart, our seeing, our knowing. And so we are disconnecting from our spiritual connection, from the source of inspiration, intuition, guidance, knowing, and that is also a way that seemingly keeps us protected, because we don't want to be hurt again. So we don't want it from anywhere, so we're not trusting. 4 key areas physically, and that could look like also denying touch, not being open sexually, not wanting to be close and intimate, all sorts of things physically. Mentally, stories, projections, evidence, cases, blaming. Emotionally, our fear, our survival, our lockdown, our denial of our feelings. And then spiritually, just disconnecting from the source of inspiration and the mystery, because it just seems too scary, too vulnerable. From my heart to yours, this is a very real thing. It can happen for us in a matter of minutes, days, or years, or a lifetime. The key is to identify these areas and start becoming masterful at when we're doing these things, and then having resources in your life that you can go to so that you can shift, so you can come back to a state of openness and trust and feeling and vulnerability and exchange within your own being and with another being and with the universal existence of all that is. So how do you do this? It's a tricky thing for some, because we've had a lot of pain and trauma, and bull pucky around all of this in our lives. And it's very normal for us to have these dynamics. So the thing is to be easy on ourselves, and we are not wrong, and there's nothing wrong with us if we do these things. And the second is to create trusted resources, counselor, a therapist, a friend, a family member, somebody that already has these capacities or that we can hire or train or enroll to be here for us. And what does that mean to be here for us? Those are also things that we might have to learn. Like a new baby learns how to walk. If we haven't developed these muscles yet, that's totally understandable too. So it's learning what to ask for and what is possible is a big part of this journey as well. Address your own needs, learning to advocate for yourself, learning to make requests, learning to make, decisive choices with discernment about what it is that would be supportive of you. And all of these things come from a deeper and deeper sense of who we are in the world and what we need and what's important and what lights us up. So these are some key pointers. Stay tuned for my other videos and also the private work that I do with people to help you progress through this and own and enjoy all of your humanness and have connection that fulfills you from top to bottom and inside and out on all these areas and more. I'm Viraja Prema. Thank you so much for joining me. Much love. Talk to you soon.